Hello, Assalamu alaikum dear listeners. It's me, Miss Tayyaba Zahid from University of Gujarat. So this is the lecture number 3 and 4 of expository writing. Basically, I'm capturing this video for you people to relax you from in the point of view your midterm exams. I'm basically recording this video because you people are worried about the exam of expository writing. So here in the lecture number 3 and 4 there are the characteristics of expository writing. So basically this is the simplest form of lecture, and this is very easy and simple form. So just follow me step by step. And beforehand I'm apologizing for recording this video in English language. Basically um, I'm not using a hi-fi level of English language. I'm just using a simplest form of English language to convey this lecture to you people. So here let's see characteristics of expository writing. Before starting this video, I want to clear this thing. There is a possibility of the question, if there will be any question from this lecture. So what do you know about the different characteristics of expository writing? Other form of rephrasing form of that question is this: write down a short note on characteristics of expository writing. This question either will be of 10 marks or of 5 marks. It depends upon the examiner's mindset. So let's see. There are the three highlighted characteristics of expository writing, like clarity, coherence, and organization. Here are the characteristics of effective expository writing, focusing on clarity, coherence, and organization. Basically, these are the three things: clarity, coherence, and organization, which you have to keep yourself tied with that during your expository writing. Okay, number one is clarity. Clarity means that your text should be clear, should be open-ended, should be to the point. You have to use exact vocabulary. Your sentences are cleared. You provide clear-cut definition. You provide exact concrete examples. So let's start. Clarity includes like simple vocabulary, using clear and concise language. Just uh, avoid ambiguity. Avoid that words which create the ambiguity in your text. You have to use simple words. You have to use understandable words. You are responsible to understand the level of your audience, to understand the level of your readers. Number two is clear sentences. Constructing sentences that are easy to follow, concise, and well structured. Number third is precise definition, defining technical terms and concepts clearly and accurately. Concrete example, using relevant and concrete examples to illustrate complex concepts. Like clarity means that first of all, you people have to use the simplest form of language, understandable form of language. Your vocabulary should be clear. Your vocabulary should be understandable for your reader or for your audience. You are responsible to use simple sentences. Just don't create ambiguity among the multiple sentences. Just avoid to use complex sentences or complex compound sentences which are not easy to understand. Provide exact to the point definitions, as well as if you mention anything, then you are also responsible to provide certain examples for your sayings. Okay, number two is coherence. Coherence means that in Urdu language we use it like as coherence means tasalsul, connectivity, connection. So you have to create a logical sequence, a logical connectivity among your thoughts, among your sentences, among your situations. Coherence included number one, logical connection, using transitional phrases and words to connect ideas and paragraphs. Number two is clear relationships, establishing clear relationships between ideas, concept, and paragraphs. Number third is consistent tone, maintaining a consistent tone and voice throughout the writing. Number four is effective use of repetition. Using repetition to emphasize key points and reinforce understanding. Basically, in the coherence, you have to provide certain logics. Like here I want to add an example in coherence. Means that if you are talking about one thing, then you have to only discuss that point, that certain, you have to revolve around your circle. You have to discuss that points in a sequence. Like, don't abrupt things, just go with the flow. Just go with the flow. Describe all that event in a sequence. You have to create a connectivity among your provided different sentences, among your provided multiple paragraphs, to make it a coherent text. Are you getting my point? Actually, what I want to convey to you, your tone must be in a path. Your tone must be in a gathered way, so the reader or your audience understand your point of view. Just use repetitive words or sentences to create a connectivity. Just don't go for the heavy burden of multiple repetitions, basically, which are not acceptable for your write-up. Okay, the last one is the organization. Organization means that how to organize, how to sum up, how to gather your given text or your given or written material. Organization. Clear purpose, establishing a clear purpose and thesis statement. Logical structure, organizing the writing in a logical and coherent structure. Effective use of headings, like this is the step at which you have already almost done from your text. Basically, now you are responsible to organize or to present your text in a acceptable or in a suitable way. So check out your either the purpose around which you are revolving is clear, your text is logically structured, you provided the different headings for your given text, have you provided clear cut introductions and conclusions for your text. Providing clear introductions and conclusions that frame the writing and reinforce the main points. Okay. By incorporating these characteristics, expository writing can effectively communicate information, explain complex concepts, and educate readers. Effective expository writing is clear, concise, and structured to inform or explain a topic to the audience. By adhering to these characteristics, expository writing becomes an effective tool for delivering knowledge and understanding. Okay, so that's all about the lecture number 3 and 4 of expository writing, which is titled as characteristics of expository writing, like clarity, coherence, and organization. Means that first of all you should be clear about your topic, then you have to provide your ideas, your topic in a sequenced way, in a coherent way, in a mannered way. And the last one is the organization. Organization means that to set up or organize your ideas in a well mannered way. Like if you are going to set your cupboard, then you have to put all your things at your certain places, at your certain position. So same is the for your text. So I hope so that you people got my point. Basically, I have already discussed with you people the possibility of the questions. Like there is a obvious clear cut question from these notes, like either this question will be of 5 marks or of 10 marks, like note on the different characteristics of expository writing, or you have to write down a short note like on the clarity in expository writing, or write down a short note on coherence in expository writing, or write down a short note on organization in expository writing. So I hope so that you people catch up my lecture. So Allah Hafiz, inshallah ta'ala we will meet soon in a next video. Thank you so much, and Allah Hafiz from Miss Tayyaba Zahid.